classes. Àwọn ìyàrá ọ̀rọ̀ èyí tí a ní. There are actually two major classes of words in English. We have the open and then we have the closed class. Open, close. Àwọn ìyàrá méjì tá ní nìyẹn. Open and close. Àwọn ìyàrá méjì yìí la fi gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ tá ní èyí tí a máa ń sọ jáde. Àwọn ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ náà rèé. Under the open, we have nouns, adjectives, verbs, and then adverbs. Then in the closed class, we have pronouns, we have prepositions, conjunctions, interjections, articles, punctuations, numerals, and then, of course, quantifiers. Gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe sọ yàrá méjì, open and closed class. Now, kí ni ìyàtọ̀ tó wà nínú open class àti closed class pẹ̀lú àwọn ìyàrá ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Àwọn open class, from the word open, that class is said to be unrestricted. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú yàrá ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, àwọn ò ní ìdádúró rárá. They cannot be restricted in numbers. They cannot be restricted in functions. And then they cannot be restricted in meaning. Good. They cannot be restricted in numbers. That means they are so many. A ò lè dárúkọ gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú yàrá ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n pọ̀ gan. And so there are so many, and new members are free to come in. That is, in number, they cannot be restricted. Tabanika máa dárúkọ, for instance, nouns. How many names of person we know? You are going to see that a máa pẹ́ gan níbí. A ò ní lè sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ because there are so many. And then more people are still bringing more words into that department of nouns. Tábà bímọ ń sìn yìí, orúkọ tó bá ń wà la máa ń fọ́mọ wa. And the moment we name that child by the name we desire, even though the name has not been existing before, automatically it falls into the class of noun. Good. So, open class cannot be restricted, therefore, in numbers. More so, it cannot be restricted in functions. They have so many functions. They can perform each other's functions. A noun can act as an adjective. A noun can act as a verb. And also, the same noun can act as an adverb, even within the structure of the same sentence. Noun, ó lè ṣiṣẹ́ adjective, ó lè ṣiṣẹ́ verb, ó sì lè ṣiṣẹ́ adverb. We are going to look at that extensively as we move on. Open class also cannot be restricted in meaning. What do I mean? They have so many meanings. We cannot actually say this is the, let me say, the meaning of any of the words that fall in the open class. Àwọn ò ní ìdíwọ́ tàbí ìdènà kankan nípa ìtumọ̀ tó máa ń mú wá nínú ọ̀rọ̀. So that's why we refer to them as open. Good. In the closed class, those ones, they can be restricted. Wọ́n ní ìdíwọ́ in terms of numbers, mélòó ni wọ́n àti meye wọn. In terms of functions, ó ti níye bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́, ó ní bá ṣe ń lò wọ́n, tá a sì gbọ́dọ̀ lò wọ́n bá mi. And in terms of meaning, nípa ìtumọ̀ tó máa ń mú wá, ó ti ní a kò lè fi ìtumọ̀ míì kún ìtumọ̀ wọn. Good. In this particular part, we are going to be discussing them in sections. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, àwọn yàrá ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, àti àwọn ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, a máa mú wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan láti lè wò wọ́n dénúdénú àti láti lè mọ bá ṣe ń lò wọ́n nínú ọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tá a bá mọ bá ṣe ń lo àwọn ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, la lè sọ wípé a yege nínú ọ̀rọ̀ sísọ. Àwọn ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dàbí ẹ̀yà ènìyàn ni, èyí tí olúkálùkù wọn ní iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe nínú ọ̀rọ̀. Iṣẹ́ orí, iṣẹ́ apá, iṣẹ́ ẹsẹ̀ ó yàtọ̀, wọn ò jọ ṣiṣẹ́ kan náà. Nígbà tí a bá fi apá síbi tí ẹsẹ̀ wà, tá a fi ẹsẹ̀ síbi tápá wà, ìṣòro ló máa jẹ́ fún ènìyàn, because ènìyàn lè fi ẹsẹ̀ kó máa fi jẹun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, olúkálùkù wọn ní ibi tán gbọ́dọ̀ wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tí a bá fi wọ́n síbi tó yẹ kó wà, ìgbà yẹn la máa ní ọ̀rọ̀ lọ geere bó ṣe yẹ kí wọ́n lọ. So we are going to talk about them in sections. So section A, ìpele àkọ́kọ́, we are going to talk about nouns. What do we mean by nouns? Nouns, of course, we are not actually to be talking about the definition, but we know that nouns can be grouped into 4 categories. We have the name of persons, the name of animals, the name of places, and name of things. So those are the 4 categories, rather, of nouns. And then talking about these 4 categories of nouns, any word that falls in any of these positions can be regarded as a noun. So a noun, therefore, is referring to names. Nouns. Nouns are names of persons, of animals, of places, and of course, things. Those are the categories we have for noun. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ. Kí ni à ń pè ní ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ? Ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ, nǹkan mẹ́rin ló máa ń ní orúkọ. Bóyá ènìyàn, tàbí ẹranko, tàbí ibì kan, tàbí nǹkan. Àwọn nǹkan tá à ń pè ní ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ nìyẹn. The purpose of noun actually is to identify. So we need noun to identify, fún ìdánimọ̀. Nígbàkigbà tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan kan là ń sọ nípa ẹ̀, tàbí là ń sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Now, nǹkan tá à ń sọ nípa ẹ̀ yìí, òun là ń pè ní ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ. A nídìí láti dárúkọ nǹkan tá à ń sọ nípa ẹ̀ láti fi ṣe ìdánimọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ. And àwa ní wọ́n sí categories of persons, like Charles, like Kunle. It can also be things like king. Kò ń ṣe dandan kó jẹ́ orúkọ àpèmọ́ni. It could be something like doctor. Orúkọ tó ti jẹ́ pé ènìyàn la fi ń perí ẹ̀, òun là ń pè ní ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ. Then animals like goat, dog, lion, tàbí rat. Ibì kan, like places. We can have Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan. It can also be a name of things like table, water, or bread, whatever it is that we can think of. These are categories of noun. Good. Now, we can actually put this noun in also a more deeper category where we have, or what is generally referred to as the types. A ní àwọn kan tá à ń pè ní proper nouns. Proper nouns are specific names of nouns. Specific name. A lè sọ wípé orúkọ àpèmọ́ni. Yes, orúkọ àpèmọ́ni. When we talk about proper noun, we believe actually that èèyàn kan péré ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, tàbí nǹkan kan ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. tí ó sì sí ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó ń bá jẹ́ orúkọ yẹn. For instance, we can have Kúnlé, Ṣẹ́gun, Daniel. We can have Nigeria, Ghana, Togo. We can actually look at all this. We will call them proper because we believe that there is only one of them. We have only one Ghana or one Nigeria. There is no any Nigeria any other place. So these are proper nouns. Orúkọ àdájẹ́ tàbí orúkọ àpèmọ́ni. There are certain things we also need to understand about these proper nouns in terms of báwo la ṣe máa ń lò wọ́n. A ò kàn kí ń lò wọ́n bó bá ṣe wù wá. Now, proper noun, one, we must know. A kì í fi ẹ́sí sẹ́yìn wọn. They cannot be pluralized. They cannot be pluralized. Kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ Kúnlés tàbí Ṣẹ́guns. A lè ní Nigerias. So we cannot add S to them because we believe they are one. Ẹyọ kan péré ni wọ́n. Kò sí bó ṣe pọ̀ tó ẹyọ kan péré ni ẹni tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. A ò tún lè fi nǹkan tá à ń pè ní determiner síwájú wọn. That is, they cannot be preceded by determiners. They cannot be preceded by determiners or any of the determiner, rather.